And then the heart. There are further matters of depth that cannot be seen but must be highly appreciated, and that is the matter of the heart. Although all the organs are an amazing manifestation of Allah's planning, scholars reflect that the kidneys, the liver, the spleen, the lungs, stomach, the intestines, the gallbladder, etc., they all serve the king, so to speak. The king organ being the heart, without which one cannot exist. It is the heartbeat that is needed to stay alive, and the heart takes the benefit of all other organs, filtering and purifying and detoxifying and aerating the blood that it receives. And the heart is in the center. Scholars have referred to it as most noble of all organs, as life depends on it. The heart is the minefield of intelligence, aql, forbearance, bravery, manliness, chivalry, adab, manners, and karam, generosity, and sabr, patience, and pleasure, and anger, and all other sifat and characteristics. The minefield of tawbah, repentance, of shukr, of gratitude, of khushu, of humility. It is the mine of all things. In fact, your identity remains with you as a human being till you have a heartbeat. You only own your name till you have a heartbeat. After that, you're just a body waiting to be buried. And note how with all other organs, only their functionality is mentioned. But with the heart, the spirituality and character is also mentioned. Where do you forgive someone from? Your heart. Where do you cry and do tawbah from? Your heart. And all the limbs, whether hidden or apparent, they are an army that serves the heart. The eyes are the rising forefront vanguard of the troops of the heart, and as a leader that opens the heart's visual field of images as they explore what is to be seen. And the ears are the ambassador of the heart that conveys everything that is heard. And the tongue, the lisan, is the heart's translator, the one that brings the news of the heart outwards and releases the sorrow or complaints or the animosity or friendliness stored in the heart. And as for the lungs, Allah has kept them like two fans, constantly cooling this machinery and aerating it with fresh oxygen. And all this planning and formatting and arrangement came from a drop of despicable liquid. As for the digestive system, if a man just looks at how food enters his body, in which form it exits his body, and how Allah provided a door for food to enter, and then provided tools within to cut it up and grind it, and then provided internal waters to knead it by saliva, then made a passage for it to travel in a separate pipe to the air pipe. And then it reaches the stomach, and that depository also has two doors. The upper door allows for food to enter, and the lower door allows unneeded pulp after it has been completely juiced to exit from its lower door. Whereby the upper door is broader and the lower door is smaller and remains closed till the digestion process in the stomach is complete, and then it opens to let the waste come out. Whereas the upper door remains open, so one can eat whenever he wishes to. And Allah kept immense heat in the stomach, where chemical reaction and acids play their part in metabolizing the food through a lengthy process, where proteins are broken down to their simplest form, amino acids, and carbohydrates are broken down to their simplest form, glucose and simple sugars. And the stomach lining will only absorb in this simplest form of unit of food. In fact, the more complex the food, the longer the process, after which the clean digested part remains on the top of the toxins and the waste go down. And then the food is carried in the smallest unit, absorbed by the stomach to the rest of the limbs. Hence the food changes its state in the stomach for this process to happen. And the ruh, the soul, also is affected by the quality of the food that goes into a person. So eat that which is pure and halal and tayyib. And as for the veins split into different directions, distributing nourishment and blood to multiple vessels, to our bones and muscles and hair, giving each its required nutrients. Such is the amazement of our Rabb Al-Aziz. And so imagine, if this is the engineering with which He created the human beings from a lowly, despicable liquid into such an amazing entity, then stop to think. What will be the engineering of the sky and the earth by such an amazing creator, where there is so much more vast space for Him to create? And what will be the shan and wonders of His kursi, His footstool, and His arsh, His throne, and of Jannah, and of the fire that He made? And think that how amazing His majesticness and greatness must be. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Ghafir, Allah, it is He who has made for you the earth as a dwelling place and the sky as a canopy, and has given you shape and made your shape good looking and has provided you with good things. That is Allah your Lord. So blessed is Allah, the Lord of the Alameen.